Okay, now we're going to be carrying on the video now. Welcome back. This is part 2. Still got a good chunk of these records to go through. I'll probably do a part 3 as well, since we've gone over quite a lot. But this is the Everly Brothers Original Greatest Hits. This is a CBS compilation in 1970. This is one I bought in a place called People's Charity Shop a few years ago. It's a double album. Quite a good comprehensive collection of the Cadence albums. A later picture of them though. And there's the songs. Double album, like I say, on CBS. I'll just show you one of the records since they're both the same label. There's CBS. Quite a good label that. They've had Bruce Springsteen, Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, Simon and Garfunkel, and then Everly Brothers record on CBS. Something I didn't even know existed. So yeah, really interesting to find this one. It's got this in a sleeve with it. Quite a nice cover as well, actually. And I got another one which is sort of similar, but this is called End of an Era. This is sort of the remaining Cadence tracks, similar compilation, same CBS label. Found this in an Edinburgh charity shop, just different songs. Again, double album, CBS. Actually, I might as well show you this one. Quite an interesting one. It's got Simon and Garfunkel on that side, and some of the other CBS acts like Johnny Cash there. Andy Williams too. So yeah, pretty interesting on its own. There's the CBS label. Again, same CBS label. So yeah, quite an interesting one to find. Found that in an Edinburgh charity shop a few years ago. Yeah, the things you find in Edinburgh. Yeah, pretty good one to have. And I don't know when this one came out exactly, but this is the most beautiful songs of the Everly Brothers. This is a 1972 compilation. This is a, I think I had this years ago in a vinyl update. Quite a nice cover there. The packaging wise, it comes out like that. And you slide it out and you pull it out like this. There's some of the albums down there. Not sure exactly what year this came out. I know it's the 70s. But there's some of the lyrics of some of the songs. Open it up. You got that there. And the songs over there. Double LP. I'll just show you one of the records since they're both the same on this green Warner Brothers label. Second LP is the same. 1972. It was 1972 it says. So I think I've got this in the right order, or somewhat. I think it goes back in there like that. So yeah, pretty good album to own, pretty good collection of Everly Brothers songs. Okay, and then the Everlys went back and went to RCA in 1971-72 and released Stories We Could Tell. Now, I haven't really heard this album in full detail, so I don't know a great deal about it, but I've heard a couple of bits. Like Green River, I've heard on their Greatest Hits CD, same with Stories We Could Tell. Not yet heard the whole album, but should hopefully be pretty good. This is a US pressing on RCA Records, so pretty cool to own this one. 1972. There's a record there, RCA. Now, thing is, this US one's a very, very flimsy vinyl. It says down there, Dynaflex. Now, what this was, back in the 70s, there was an oilage shortage, and so RCA were pressing these very, very flimsy records, as it described on the sleeve here. So yeah, and yeah, from what I hear, they didn't sound very good. And this is a copy I'm probably not going to play if I ever hear the album in full, because it's a Dynaflex. I found this at an Edinburgh charity shop same day as I found the End of the Era compilation. So it's Dynaflex, very flimsy, might not sound good, so I probably won't play it. But I do have a couple of budget copies that I'll show later on. And then their last album for a few years, which was Pass the Chicken and Listen, 1973. Another song, Lay Me Down, from the Greatest Hits, from a double CD Greatest Hits I've got. The rest, I don't know, but I know I've got a CD of the RCA year, so yeah, pretty cool to have them here. There's the songs, and they worked with Chet Atkins in this album, who had been somebody they'd worked with since the Cadence days. This is a British pressing on RCA, 1972-73. And this would be their last album for quite a while, because by this point, the Everly Brothers' personal relationship had gone quite downhill. They were arguing, not really getting along. And it all came to a head in 1973 when Don turned up to a show drunk. Phil then smashed his guitar on stage and walked off, and that was the end of the Everly Brothers for 10 years. But anyways, a couple of copies of this is the budget reissue of Stories We Could Tell. I think I got this in the Everly Brothers job lot on eBay on the RCA Camden label in stereo. I got this one in Everly Brothers job lot on eBay. And this one my mum got me in a charity shop. As with the mono in our image and golden hits of the Everly Brothers. And I have the Exciting Everly Brothers, which is a budget re-release of the Pass the Chicken and Listen album. This is RCA Camden again. This one needs a bit of gluing, which I probably should have done before the video, but we're on the RCA Camden label. Kind of like a turquoisey coloured label. So yeah, probably should have glued it before the video, but I'll probably do that later on. So yeah, as I say, the Everlys didn't really speak for 10 years, but in that period between 1973 and 1983, there were quite a lot of compilations, which, you know, I've got a lot to go over in this video. So the first one up is this one. This is my grandpapa got me back in 2013, before Phil passed away. This is Don and Phil's Fabulous 50s Treasury. It's got quite a lot on here. This is on Janus Records. Don't know how you say that, but quite cool to have that one. This one, it's even got all the chart positions of all the songs. The cover's kind of similar to the 50s, the first album. There's the label there, Janus. And there's the liner notes. And I've got this one. This is a really good one. This is Walk Right Back with the Everlys, 20 Golden Hits. I got this, my uncle Ian passed away a few years ago, and then a few years later I got into his record collection when I was getting into records, and I found this one. This is a really good collection of the Cadence and Warner Brothers years. This is 1975, so 2 years after the split. Yeah, this is a really good one. Really good one. Quite like the fact that the cartoon has all the designs to all the songs. So Walk Right Back, Crying in the Rain, and then it goes down to the cover. This is on Warner Brothers. This has the re-recording, the Cadence re-recordings though from like 1964 on the very best of the Everly Brothers album. So might not be an ideal compilation to get started on, but it's a good one, I'd say. It's a really good one. And I have a later copy of that one, which I got in a job lot, the job lot, eBay job lot. This is, I think, an 80s one because it's slightly different. It's brighter, and the cover's a bit brighter than the other one, for a start. And it's on this Warner Brothers label. I actually gave this one a play last night. It's a really good compilation. Really good collection of Phil and Don's career. And it even has all the chart positions of all the songs, which is pretty good in both the US and the UK, except Love Hurts, which is listed as from LP A Date with the Everly Brothers. So that was never a single, but it's still a part of the Everly's greatest hits catalogue in many ways. And this is another one from my uncle's collection, Living Legends. This is on Warwick. This is all Cadence stuff. This is 1970. I know it's 1977. I think I read somewhere it was 1977. I think this one came out. Quite nice cover. And I've got one called The New Album. Now this was a selection of songs they never released during the 60s years on Warner Brothers. There's a lot of good stuff in here. I really like Silent Treatment, Dancing on My Feet, Nancy's Minuet, Little Hollywood Girl, I Can't Say Goodbye to You, Nothing Matters But You, When Snowflakes Fall in the Summer, and Why Not. Pretty really good album. This is 1977 this came out. And it's on Warner Brothers. On the Burbank Warner Brothers label. Some of these songs are mono. On side 2 are mono. but most of the album's half mono, half stereo, because half of the songs are in stereo, the other half are in mono. Not sure why. Probably that's how they did it back in the day. Yeah, quite nice. Really good album. Really enjoyed this one. Got quite a nice cover too. Now we have the Everly Brothers Greatest Hits collection. This is all their Cadence singles, pretty much. Yeah, full sleeve on Pickwick. This is 1979, I think. Yep, 1979. There's a Pickwick label. It's like a budget compilation thing. Quite a nice one to have, actually. It's a really good collection, this one, of all the Cadence singles. Because some of the songs, I think, were different, released over in the UK than in the US, so yeah. There's that one. I've got the Sensational Everly Brothers. This is a double LP set on Reader's Digest. Again, another compilation. I think this I got in the job lot. Quite nice. You got Phil on one half of the gatefold, and the other Don on the other half. Double LP on Reader's Digest. There's that one, double album. And I have another one which I bought in a record fair years ago. Yeah, pretty much identical. And I've got this one. This is Kathy's Clown. This is a budget re-release of the Golden Hits of the Everly Brothers album. I've now got one from my Sockets Market on Pickwick. And then another one which my mother got me from a charity shop from one of the charity shops, and this one in the Everly Brothers job lot, which is I think on a different label. Is it on the same or different? No, this one's on Hallmark. I'll need to check the other records. I think this one's Hallmark, so I definitely got this one in the job lot of Everly's albums. This one, I think these are both on Pickwick, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that's the Pickwick. I'll check this one, I think this might also be the same one. Yeah, so I've got two in the same label and one in a different label. I'm not too sure why that is, but apparently I do. Anyway, it was one that my mum got me, so yeah. Next, I got this one from my Sockets Market. This is Love Hurts. This is a K-Tel compilation of Cadence and Warner Brothers stuff, kind of like lots of love songs. So yeah, there's the track list in there. And even the line notes of this album are written by Phil. Dated the 15th of October 1982. There's pictures. So yeah, really good stuff on here. Customized K-Tel label. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff in this compilation. And then finally, after 10 years of pursuing solo careers and doing their own thing, the Everly Brothers came back together and they did a reunion concert at the Royal Albert Hall, September 23rd, 1983. This is a really good live album. I really enjoy listening to this live album. Yeah, it was just great to see the Everlys back, because many had wondered for years, would the Everly Brothers ever come back? And lo and behold, they did in 1983, and that was really great to see that they were back. It's a gatefold sleeve, double album, really good live album. There's even the DVD of this concert, which a lot of people will have seen, but it's really, really cool to watch it. It's on Impression Records, there's record 1, and the second LP is the same, so I won't show that, but good live album, really good live album. One of my favourites. And I have another copy, which is a Spanish pressing. The liner notes are in a different language, whereas here they're written in English. And this is on Aurelia Records with Impression. It's in these quite annoying plastic bags things. I'm not sure why that is, but. And I've got this one called Nice Guys, which is a selection of unreleased Warner Brothers songs. So this came out in 1984. It's on Magnum, with a gun in the label for some rather strange reason. Magnum Force. Don't know a great deal about this one. And then 1984, after doing the reunion tour, they'd done a reunion tour and they came back with this album in 1984, just called The Everly Brothers, or some people call it EB84. But yeah, this is a really good album. Really like On the Wings of a Nightingale, Story of Me, The First in Line, Lay Lady Lay, Asleep. Yeah, really good songs on here. It was great to see the Everly Brothers had come back, having been away for 10 years. And it shows that the Everlys had still got it at that point. And this came out in 1984. And they are now on a different label. There's Inner Sleeve with the lyrics, and there's the liner notes written by Ray Connolly. And they're now on Mercury Records, so they changed labels by this point. So yeah, it was really great, and I think a lot of people have been wanting to see it for a long time, that the Everly Brothers were going to come back, and they did. And yeah, just a great, really good reunion album. Okay, now I've got another compilation. This is called Pure Harmony. I found this in Italy a few years ago. Can't remember what town I think I found it. I think I found it in, where was it? Roscoff, I think. No, not Roscoff. That's in France. I can't remember what city in Italy I found it, but I do remember finding this in Italy. 1984 compilation. Really nice cover with Phil and Dom with the guitars. Back. And it's on Ace Records. Ace. It's got quite a few nice sleeves there. So yeah, really nice one to have there. And then in 1985, we got another reunion album, Born Yesterday. Again, this is another pretty good album. I really like Amanda Ruth, I Know Love, title track, Arms of Mary, That Uncertain Feeling, Why Worry, Abandoned Love, Don't Say Goodnight, and You Send Me is good as well. Again, another really good album. Again, they got Dave Edmonds producing, who produced the previous one, EB84. There's Inner Sleeve lyrics. I got this one from the charity shop with my mum, and EB84 I got in Glasgow at a record shop. And Mercury Records. Quite a nice design, that, the Mercury label. It's quite a flimsy one as well, from 1985. Yeah, definitely need to give this album another listen, because it's been quite a while since I listened to it. But I do remember it being a pretty good album. And this is another one from my uncle's collection, The Best of the Everly Brothers. Again, a Reader's Digest record. Single album. This is 1986, this compilation. So yeah, quite a nice one to have there, one. It's alright. Not much to say about this one. I got a double album, The Everly Brothers Collection. Quite a nice green cover. This is on, if I can find the label, Castle Communication. Double album. Gatefold sleeve. Show you one of the records because they're both identical. Just got one of the stickers from the record shop I bought it from in. And it's in really nice condition. I've got a Roy Orbison record on this, and it's in really nice condition. Barely a bit of dust, but barely a scratch on this one. As you can see, barely a scratch. Really nice condition. Superb. Okay, now I've got another one. This is Greatest Recordings. This is a Cadence Records compilation. Really good one. This is on Ace Records again. Really like that cover. Quite a nice picture of Phil and Don in the front. Gatefold sleeve. And there's the Ace label. They've changed labels now. Try to get this in. Bear with me. Quite a nice cover there. Like I say. And I've got this one. This is the Golden Hits, Golden Archive series, the very best of the Everly Brothers. This is a US compilation on Rhino Records in 1986. Again, it's just Cadence stuff. Pretty cool one to find. Found this in a charity shop in Edinburgh, but at a different time. Quite nice cover too. Quite a nice one to have. Got Suzy Q. This is another collection of unreleased stuff on Warner Brothers. I think some have been released because Little Hollywood Girl, He's Got My Sympathy, When Snowflakes Fall in the Summer, and The Silent Treatment all been on the new album, so not sure why they're on here again. But yeah, again, I found this in a charity shop years ago, so I thought, yes, I know. One side we get that, and the other does that. Okay, now we get on to what was the last Everly Brothers studio album, Some Hearts. What an album to end with. This was 1988, a really good album. Unfortunately, it didn't match to Born Yesterday or EB84. It failed to chart, but I love it. It's a great album. I really love the title track, Don't Worry Baby, Be My Love Again, Brown Eyes, Any Single Solitary Heart, Three Bands of Steel and Julianne. Yes, some really good stuff in this album, I must admit. I really do like this album. 1988 on Mercury Records. The last album on Mercury and the last ever Everly Brothers album. It wasn't the end of the Everly Brothers altogether. They still toured a bit, but they never made another album again after this. Can't exactly remember what happened. I think I read somewhere that there were promotion problems with Some Hearts and never charted, and the version of Don't Worry Baby was released as a single, and that didn't chart either. So yeah, not sure what happened there, but they were still a popular concert attraction, and their greatest hits always sold well. And there's another one. This is a foreign one actually. This is from Holland. But it's still Cadence collections. This is 1988. Done a bit of research on this one. I got this one on a job lot as well. It's on Neon. So there's that one. Pretty interesting one, I must admit. Now I've got a few more to show before we move on and do a part 3 for the solo albums. This is Hidden Gems from the Everly Brothers Years Volume 1. This is 1989. And Hidden Gems Volume 2. Now this is a collection of A-side singles and B-side singles that were never on any of the Everly's albums, and a really good collection of this one too. Because some of these singles are quite difficult to get hold of. This pretty much covers the collection on Ace Records. And again, this one's the same. This one goes from 1962 to 1965, and this one's like 1965, 64 to 1970. So yeah, really good one to have there. Really good, because a lot of these singles are really difficult to get hold of, so these Hidden Gems from the Warner Brothers Years albums are a really good collection and a good way of having some of these songs. And last one is the very best of the Everly Brothers. This is a double album set. This came out in 2014. Music and vinyl re-release. Really good collection, really good compilation album, one that I really like listening to. Just take it out from the flap here. Double album. Yeah, really nice to have. Really like that picture of Phil and Dom there. Comes out like that, double album, but it does come with this insert. And it's on this customized label. Music and vinyl with Rhino. Okay, that's it for part 2. Now we're going to move on and do part 3.